Luke 22:19, when instituting what we know is communion while observing the Passover, or what's also called the Last Supper, Jesus said, as often as you do this, do it in remembrance of me. And when we observe communion, one of the things that we remember, of course, is his passion and death, his sacrifice that he made for us, the fact that he died for us. His blood was shed. He was tortured because of our sin. There are some other things, though, that I thought we could remember in addition to that. One is in John 10:9. Jesus said, I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved, and will go in and out and find pasture. You need to be saved this morning. If so, Jesus is here to save you. If you want to go to heaven, Jesus is the door to heaven. This passage, where he talks about going in and out and finding pasture, is a reminder of the 23rd Psalm, where the Lord has promised that he'll make us to lie down in green pastures. And we also know that salvation is found in Jesus, the gate and door to heaven. So if you need salvation today, if you need to know the way to heaven, the answer is Jesus. In John 8:12, he said, I'm the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Here, darkness represents fear, evil, sin, and hell. And Jesus is the opposite of that. Are you afraid? Do you need someone to calm your fear? Jesus is the answer to that. Do you need someone to light your path? The answer again is Jesus. Now, one of the things that people don't connect with this scripture, is very important for me to say to you, is when you know Jesus, you will also have the light into spiritual matters. You know, one of the sad things I hear as a pastor is from people who love the Lord, the best I can tell, but they tell me, I don't read the Bible because I don't understand it. If you come to Jesus and ask him to help you understand this word, you will. I'm not saying you'll be an instant theologian, but you will understand what you need to know. So if that's what you need this morning, again, Jesus is the answer. John 6:37, he said, I'm the bread of life. Now, bread is symbolic for everything that we need. So I simply ask you, what do you need today? He will supply it. Jesus is the answer to that. He said in John 10:11, I'm the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Obviously, he literally did that on the cross. He laid down his life for us. Now, nobody expects sheep to take care of themselves, do they? In fact, people who work with sheep say they're some of the dumbest animals that there are. The shepherd's job is to watch out for the sheep. But it was common that when a wolf came around, a lot of shepherds would get up and run. Go ahead and take what you need. Go ahead, wolf, eat all you want. Jesus is not that kind of shepherd. He's a shepherd who would literally give his life for us. When we are threatened, he will come and help us. He knowingly and willingly died to save us. Jesus also said, I'm the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me shall live even if he dies, in John 11. So do you want to live forever? Jesus is the answer to that. I got news for you. You may not know this. I think you do, but you might not. Nobody's going to get out of here alive. I mean this life. I don't mean church this morning. You're not getting out of this life alive. All right? He is the resurrection. He also says, I am the gate. Whoever enters through me will be saved. He will come in and out. That is a reference to safety and access. We have access to the kingdom and whatever we need. I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. There is no other way into the presence of God except by Jesus. The way. Are you lost? Trying to find your way? He's the way. I am the truth. Ever been lied to? He'll never lie to you. Ever been lied about? He won't do that either. Ever been fooled by somebody? Jesus will help you see the truth. There's no other way into the presence of God. He will, acceptance of the Lord's death on our behalf as payment in full for our sin is the way to experience that. Now, in Matthew 8, Mark 1, and Luke 5, Jesus encountered a leper. And here's what the leper said to him. Lord, if you are willing, I will be clean. And in one version of the Bible, it says, Jesus became exasperated. Not something we usually think of when we think of Jesus. You know? A lot of times, I think we have this false impression of Jesus kind of like being like Mr. Rogers. Remember Mr. Rogers? Howdy, neighbor. You know, it's not Mr. Rogers that turned over the table to the money changers. That's not Mr. Rogers. It's not Mr. Rogers who said, "You brood of vipers," to the Pharisees. Jesus was a passionate man. He got angry over the right things. And here's this leper comes to him with the need to be healed. And he said, Lord, if you're willing. And an exasperated Jesus said, I don't know what he was thinking, okay? He's going to add something. I can't believe you guys don't get it yet. Yes, I'm willing. And he was pleased. You need to be healed this morning? Jesus says, I'm willing. Now, as you come forward for communion,